Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? I'm glad to be with you, with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. It's another wonderful time to have you on this platform on the Grace Impact Radio, where word, music, and entertainment lives. This is the place where we dish it out hot and spicy. You don't want to miss the programs that come up on the Grace Impact Radio. All right, today is Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI Coach. My name is Charles Eze, and they call me FBI Coach. FBI Coach means Financial and Business Intelligence. What I do is to delete what you know about money and restore a new thinking system in you. I teach you the 3 M's of money: making money, managing money, and multiplying money. And I also help you boost your business, grow your business on the digital space. I teach you how to restructure your business. I teach you how to grow your audience. I teach you how to identify your knowledge wells. It is loaded. So welcome once again to Grace Impact Radio. And I also want to welcome those joining from the Facebook and from the YouTube. You are most welcome. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. The YouTube channel is FBI Coach, just one word. FBI Coach. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to activate the notification button so that anytime hot contents are dropped, you'll be one of the first to know, because every now and then I drop valuable contents on my YouTube channel. It's good to have you here. It's good to be with you on this wonderful day, on this bright and sunny day. How is it at your end? Please tell me where you are listening from or where you are viewing from. Those on the Grace Impact Radio, you can tell me. You can put in the comment section where you are listening from. And those viewing from Facebook and YouTube, kindly tell me where you are viewing from in the comment section. Kindly put it up. And I want you to also be a blessing wholesale. I want you to invite your friends. I want you to invite your loved ones. I want you to invite your team members. Invite as many as you can. Even your enemies, invite them, because that will make them be at peace with you. So share the link you have. Every link you have, the Grace Impact Radio link, the YouTube link, the Facebook link, please share. Let's share as far and as wide as we can. So let's reach out to so many persons to also be a blessing wholesale to them. All right, we are continuing on the review of our book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book was written like 100 years ago. Yeah, I think it's as old as this book written by Wallace Wattle, Science of Getting Rich. Science of Getting Rich was written over 100 years ago, but the principles in that book is as effective as it is today. And the same goes with this, Think and Grow Rich. The principles are as potent as it was the first day it was written. Now, the examples in the book might be obsolete, but the principles, if you apply them, boom, you will see massive change in everything you do. It is awesome. It's amazing. Okay, so the reason why we are reviewing this book, we started from chapter 1, and today we are on chapter 15. The reason why we are reviewing this book is to use the contemporary English to help you understand. Now, if you are having confusion in any area, by virtue of these reviews I have done, it will make you understand, or it will help you understand what you need to gain from this mind-boggling, mind-blowing, mind-stretching book. If you missed any of the chapters, you can find it, chapter reviews, you can find it on my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. I have all of them from chapter 1 to chapter 14, which we have reviewed. I have them on my YouTube channel. And I also recommended that you should read a chapter a week. And if possible, finish that one chapter, read it like 3 times in a week. By the time you are rounding off with the book, you must have read the book 3 times. And statistics has also proven for you to know anything and know it very well, you must have gone through that thing minimum of 6 times. It's either you are listening to a message, you're listening to a motivational speaker, you are reading a book, you're watching a video. For you to grasp everything in it, you must have gone through it minimum of 6 times. Now, if you have read this book minimum of 6 times, you understand what I'm talking about. One of my mentors read this book 32 times. That was when I told myself, I'm still learning work. Now, he wasn't reading it because he wanted to write an exam. He was reading it because he wanted to start a new business and he needed new principles. He needed new mindset. So he was reading the book, every chapter I just can't explain it, but he digested this book. He read it over and over and over. He marked several places, principles that applied in what he's doing. He'll put some footnotes there. He'll copy it out, make another note. I mean, he has made money, millions and millions and millions from reading this book. Now, what you are getting for free, some persons are making a lot of money from it. Well, there is a community where I do book review with some mastermind persons, and they pay for subscription. Well, it's not really subscription, but we had an agreement and we do this. So every now and then, what am I trying to say? You can make money from that thing you have learned. See, whatever you learn on this platform, don't make light of it. Don't joke with it. Take it as a skill. Take it as a specialized knowledge you have gained that will move your life forward. Take it as one of those benefits you have acquired that can be of great help to your audience, to your community, and you start making money from it. I have a webinar coming up on this Sunday, the 24th of this July. It's by 8 p.m. Now, that webinar will teach you how to sell. That webinar will teach you, there are 7 strategies I'm sharing that will teach you the nitty-gritty of selling. I want to teach you how we make 6-7 figures every month selling online. It doesn't matter what you sell, physical product or virtual product, digital products. There is a place for you in that webinar, which I don't want you to miss. Now, the link to that webinar, to register for that webinar, you'll find it on my Facebook handle. My Facebook handle is FBI Coach, one word, FBI Coach, FBI Coach, like this, one word. FBI Coach. So go to my Facebook handle and register for that webinar. You will surely be blessed at the end of the seminar. And as a matter of fact, you'll buy one cow that has only one tooth with 4 tails to say, thank you, FBI Coach, for bringing this webinar. It's free of charge. You're not paying for it. Okay. So I don't want you to miss it. Now, today we are looking at chapter 15, how to outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. How to outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. There are 6 ghosts which what's it called? Fear brings your way. But when we go through this, you understand how to overcome these fears. Now, there are 3 danger negatives you must be careful of. Number 1 is indecision. Number 2 is doubt. And number 3 is fear. Number 1 is indecision. Number 2 is doubt. Number 3 is fear. Now, with these 3 negatives, the 6th sense will not function. Last week we talked about the 6th sense, and the 6th sense is that spirit which God has deposited in man that tells you, oh, don't go there. Oh, this is what you should have done. And sometimes you say, oh, and my spirit was telling me not to do this. And my spirit was telling me to follow this path. And my spirit was telling me, that's the 6th sense. God deposited that 6th sense in you to help you grow, to help you navigate through the challenges of life, through the path of life. The sixth sense was given to you to communicate with God. And this sixth sense works very well with your subconscious mind. So whatever you feed your subconscious mind with is what the sixth sense will develop. That's why I told you that I don't entertain negativity before I go to bed. And I don't entertain negativity the first thing I receive when I wake up in the morning, because that determines how your day goes. When you entertain negativity before going to bed, your subconscious mind will start working on it, and it will get registered seriously in your mind. So if you have watched any negative video and you're about going to bed, please make sure you erase it by looking for something motivational, something positive. Maybe you read your Bible, you read your books, you read your plan. Just make sure you feed your subconscious mind with something positive to erase that negativity. So these three seeds, these three dangers will stop the sixth sense from functioning very well. And these three negatives are interrelated. You can't separate one from the other. First is indecision. Indecision is a seed of fear. Okay? Then indecision crystallizes into doubt. And when these two blends together, indecision and doubt, do you know what it gives birth to? Fear. Fear. Okay, so the 6 bars or the 6 basic fear which you need to deal with is, number one, like Napoleon Hill mentioned in this book. Number one is the fear of poverty. The fear of poverty. You see, a lot of people are stuck. They are not moving forward because they fear poverty. Can I tell you something? That fear of poverty, oh, what if I go poor? Oh, what if I don't make money? Can you convert it into positivity? And you know the symptoms of this fear of poverty. Number one is indifference. You become indifferent to everything. You will not take quick decision. Indecision, that's the second one. You will have doubts in your heart. You will have worries. You become overcautious. You start procrastinating and expecting poverty instead of demanding riches. Unconsciously, you are expecting you will get poor. You will become poor instead of demanding riches, because God has deposited everything that pertains unto good life and godliness into us. So the fear of poverty will elude you of this positivity. The fear of poverty will elude you of the benefits in thinking riches. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, any of the points I draw, kindly put it up in the comment section, because there is something about writing, either typing. It helps you to resonate. It helps to resonate. It helps you to, not resonate. It helps you to internalize what you have just heard. So the first one is the fear of poverty. You can type it in the comment section, the fear of poverty. Okay. Then number 2 is the fear of criticism. Some people don't want to be criticized. They're afraid of it. They feel if you criticize them, they are gone. They are not doing well. They feel if you criticize them, they can never amount to anything. You need to welcome criticism. It doesn't matter if the criticism is constructive or destructive. Welcome criticism. It is now left for you to sieve between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. You know what I mean? Some people just want to criticize you because they don't love you, because they are jealous of what you are doing. Of course, your sixth sense should tell you this person just hates you. This person doesn't love you. So when it comes to that, just push it aside. But for the constructive criticisms, you absorb it. It's okay. This is where I need to make amendments. Now, the symptoms of the fear of criticism is self-consciousness, lack of pause. You won't have this ability to stand head up, shoulder high. personality indifference, inferiority complex, extravagant. You will now become extravagant, lack of initiative, lack of ambition. The person will become timid. These are the children of the fear of criticism. Let me use the word children. Okay. Then the third one, the third, number three basic fear you need to deal with is the fear of ill health or worries. The fear of ill health or worries. You know, some people have this fear that what if they fall sick? Why are you thinking, what if you fall sick? What if you're healthy? What if you never fall sick? There are some persons that have never been to the hospital since they know things, because since they came of age, they have never been to hospital. See, you see, all these things boils down to faith. Faith is an action word. Faith is something that you step into. And how do you step into faith? You step into faith by your actions. It's not by the words you speak. It's by the actions you take. It's by the things you do. If you start doing the right things, faith will work for you. Are you getting what I'm sharing? Are you getting it? So the symptoms of ill health is finding symptoms of all kinds of diseases. I mean, you're just looking out for all kinds. Instead of you focusing on how to eat healthy, you are seeking for symptoms of kidney failure, symptoms of diarrhea. You say, okay, is that why I'm having this sharp pain behind my back? So it might be you are focusing on ill health. Instead, you should start focusing on the ways to make your life, your health better. Then the number 4 fear is the fear of loss of the loss of loved one. And the symptoms is jealousy. You now become so obsessed, fault finding. You start gambling with someone's life just because you don't want to lose that person. You need to deal with that fear. Okay. Then the number 5 is the fear of old age. Fear of old age. What if I get old so fast? You are looking at age. See, age is a number. Age is a number. I have seen 70-year-old that thinks like 40 years. I have also seen a 15-year-old that thinks like a 30-year-old. So age is a thing of a number. You need to deal with that. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm 55. I'm 75. I'm 80. No, you need to deal with it. And the symptoms is killing of imagination, killing of initiative, I beg your pardon. When you start looking at numbers, it kills your initiative. It kills your imagination and self-reliance, because you will now start seeing yourself as worn out. Then number 6 is the fear of death. Is the fear of death. Why are you afraid of dying? And do you know the symptoms of fear of death? You start thinking about dying. What if this car have accident and the person dies? Oh, not be me. I know they die. Okay, I have not done one bit of my visions, of my life goals. I had a goal that by 2025, I want to ensure that 10 million families are financially free by 2025. What does financial freedom mean to you? Whatever financial freedom means to you, make sure there is money in it. Because you cannot achieve financial freedom in whatever you are desiring when there is no money. And that's my goal, to help you make a lot of money, to help you have a lot of money. 10 million families to be financially free by 20. So I'm not dying. I'm not going anywhere. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. Every one of us, we have one of these fears that I have just mentioned. Every one of us, we have it. I started dealing with mine. So you need to look into these fears and start dealing with it. Number 1, let me go through the fears again. Fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, loss of love, loss of love of someone. Sorry about that. Then the fifth one is the fear of old age, and the sixth one is the fear of death. You need to deal with any of these fears if you have it. You must control your mind, otherwise your mind will control you. You know, there is one of the best practical ways to keep your mind in control, and that is to keep your mind busy with definite plans. That is to keep your mind busy with positive things. See, before you can master an enemy, first, you must know its name. You must know its habits. And you must know its place of abode. If you want to deal with any enemy, you must know its name. You must know its habits. You must know its place of abode. Okay? With this in mind, you'll be able to you'll be able to target properly. Okay, there can be no compromise between poverty and riches. I've said this before, and I'm saying it again. The roads that leads us to poverty and riches travel on opposite direction. They are not, it's not a parallel line. It's not in series. They are in opposite direction. If you are going on the path to riches, you go left, you go right. If you are going on the path to poverty, you go left. So they are not on the same path at all. And you've been given the roadmap, which if you followed it, it will keep you on that road. That roadmap has been given to you. So if you're following the roadmap to poverty, you'll see yourself on that path. And if you're following the roadmap to riches, you see yourself on that path. The reason why we bring this to you all the time is to expose you, or to know the reasons, or to be able to get out of the road, or to get out of the poverty lane and move to the riches lane. So nobody can stop you. No one will be blamed but you. You are the only one that can stop yourself. You are the only one that can hinder yourself from achieving all what God has deposited in stock, or what God has deposited on the inside of you. Now, the responsibility is yours. No alibi will save you from accepting responsibility for your failure, or for refusing to demand riches from life. What do you want out of life? What do you want? Some persons don't have clarity on what they want. And it all depends on one thing, which controls you. And that is what? The state of your mind. A state of mind is something that, that one assumes. It's something that you attain. You can't purchase it. It can't be purchased. It can't be created. You develop yourself into it. You build yourself into having a particular state of mind. Are you getting value from what I'm sharing with you? Have you shared the link to the Facebook, share the link to the Facebook, to the YouTube and the Grace Impact Radio? If you haven't, please share this link. And you want to watch a replay, or you want to listen to this over and over again, you can get it on my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. So the state of mind is not something you attain. It's not something you buy. It's not something you create. It is, sorry, did I say not attain? State of mind is something you attain by the habits which you have created, by the lifestyle which you have developed over time. Nothing brings man so much suffering and humility as poverty. I'll say that again. Nothing on earth brings man so much suffering and humility like poverty. Only those who have gone through it, only those who have experienced poverty will understand the full meaning of what I'm sharing with you. I have experienced poverty. I woke up, I decided that I am divorcing poverty. I did not just divorce poverty, but the marriage certificate which we had, after divorcing poverty, I tore the marriage certificate, I burnt it into ashes and blew the ash in the air that it can't be found. So procrastination is one thing you need to deal with. Procrastination is the habit of putting off until tomorrow what you should have done last year. Putting off tomorrow what you should do right now. Procrastination is dangerous. Procrastination is the thief of time. Procrastination is the killer of wealth. You need to deal with it. I'm talking about procrastination. I once shared on this platform the three categories of people on earth, the knowledge-based, the vision-based, and the creative-based. The knowledge-based are those who know a lot of things, but they don't take action. And do you know their second name? Procrastination. The vision-based are those who know what they want, they are taking the right action, and they're getting results. The creative-based are those who know what they want, but they are not following the status quo. They create the path where others don't go. They are the inventors. They are those who think as though the box does not exist. Now, you can move from knowledge-based to vision-based, from vision-based to critical or creative-based, because I've been there. I moved from knowledge-based to vision-based. How did I do that? By getting a mentor. I did not go to my mentor with terms and conditions. By engaging in a positive peer group. The category of persons I used to have, I had to deassociate myself from them. And I started getting results in the things I do. I became a vision-based person. Now, I needed to move from vision-based to creative-based. What did I do? I had to get another coach, adding to the mentor which I have. I have to pay for mastermind classes. I have to pay for specialized courses. I have to engage on deep thinking, brainstorming. I have to engage on critical thinking, analytical thinking, progressive thinking. I had to engage in developing myself. Then I moved from vision-based to become a creative-based person. So you too can achieve it. Okay? You too can achieve it. One is never, see, now by releasing your thoughts, or by thinking as though the box does not exist, you are emitting energies. And it spreads in different directions. But it also plants itself permanently in your subconscious mind. So you need to be mindful of the energies you release. You need to be mindful of the thoughts that goes through your mind. If you breathe on negative thoughts, it will start increasing. And before you know it, you are completely consumed in it. I was trying to do some things some days back, and it wasn't working. I was almost becoming frustrated, you know. And suddenly I remembered, it just dawned on me that I've been dwelling on why that thing was not working. It came to my mind, and I snapped out of it and said, oh, okay, so this is the reason why I've been encountering these roadblocks. And I switched my mind. I started asking myself, okay, this plan has not worked. This one have not worked. What will I do to make it work? You see, my reticular activating system woke up. My RAS, he woke up. I started thinking. I started brainstorming. I started doing some research on the internet. I jumped on Google. I started writing. I started typing out questions. And I now went to another website called Ask the Public. I started asking questions, and I got answers for what I wanted. How did I achieve that? Simply by identifying that I am sitting on a time bomb. I was following the negative path. So I got out of it and switched to the positive path, and I got answers to what I needed. So if you are not certain concerning the answers to some of the questions in your mind, seek counsel. Seek counsel of those who know better than you. Ask Google. Google is your friend. And when you're asking Google, so many persons will answer you, but be careful to sieve properly so you can assimilate the right things. So seek counsel. Ask those who know better than you, especially those who have motive of not flattering you. Ask your friends, those who have motive of not flattering you, and see yourself through their eyes. The experience will be amazing. The experience will be astonishing. Now, one more thing before we leave, before we call it a day on this edition. Napoleon Hill mentions the value of autosuggestion. I think autosuggestion was chapter 4. I can't remember precisely, either chapter 4 or chapter 5. Autosuggestion principle. Autosuggestion principle means you need to have a plan. When you have that plan, write it on a paper, read it out to yourself, paste it in a place where you see it often. Just make sure that plan is before you all the time. Okay, that's the principle of autosuggestion. So one thing you can start doing is adopting your goals as part of your identity. You have a goal, adopt it as part of your identity. I just shared one of my 5-year goals with you to ensure that 10 million families are financially free by 2025. It has become part of my identity. I don't need to look at my goals where I wrote it down to remember this is one of my 5-year plan. I had that plan 2020, and today we are on what? 2022. So I have 3 more years to go. So make your goals, adopt your goal to become part of your identity. So you are not going for a run. You are not going, for example, you are not going for a run, you are a runner. You are not going to start a business. You are a businessman. You are an entrepreneur. You are not going to write a novel. You are a writer. Are you understanding what I'm sharing? I said, see yourself that that goal is your identity. The goal I have is that 10 million families are financially free by 2025. So I'm seeing you as financially free. Hence, why I'm doing all I'm doing today. So you're not seeing yourself as a novel writer. You're not seeing yourself as a novel writer. You're seeing yourself as a writer. You're not seeing yourself as someone who wants to start business. You are seeing yourself as a businessman, as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur. You are not going to engage. You're not going to start a fitness outfit. See yourself as a fitness owner. See yourself as a coach. You also start working in line with that vision. That means you have moved it out of the paper to reality. And once you do that, your attitude will change. Your thinking pattern will change. The way you move will change. The way you talk will change. Your behavioral pattern will change because you're already seeing yourself. It's just like saying to a woman who is believing God for a fruit of womb, okay, to have children. What would the woman do? She go to the market, she start buying baby things. So you are seeing yourself as a mother. You want to get married, you go to the market, you buy, either if you're a man, you buy the suit, if you're a woman, you buy the wedding gown, buy the ring. You're seeing yourself as a married person. That is the principle of faith. It's that simple. So that's where we're going to call it a day on today's edition of Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI Coach. I believe you got value from what I shared with you today. It's been my pleasant pleasure and a privilege to host you on this channel. If you haven't registered for my webinar that is coming up on the 24th, please go to my Facebook handle, FBI Coach, and you will find the link there to register for the webinar. It's an amazing webinar that will teach you how to sell. It's an amazing webinar that will teach you the secrets, the strategies of selling anything. That webinar is free of charge. It's part of the things I do to ensure 10 million families are financially free by 2022. So you see how my actions are moving? My actions are moving in the direction of my goal. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I remain Charles Eze, the FBI Coach. See you on the other side of success. And remember, one income stream is dangerous. Please do everything possible to deal with your ignorance. Do everything possible to get out of one income stream. Have a great day.